On August 1st, a 21-year-old woman in Changsha, Hunan, was struck in the back of the head by a concrete block falling from a nearby building while out for a walk. She passed away instantly. According to multiple mainland media reports, the incident occurred near the overpass in Beichen Delta E3 district, Kaifu district, Changsha. The woman was struck while walking on the sidewalk outside the residential complex near Building 6. The exterior wall of the building collapsed, sending concrete crashing down and striking the woman in the back of the head, causing her to lose her life instantly. A homeowner mentioned that Building 6, where the incident occurred, had recently been undergoing exterior wall repairs, and some residents had complained of severe leaks. A relative of the woman's boyfriend revealed that the woman, nicknamed Chi, was a well-known live streamer on a gaming platform. She had been living with her boyfriend in Guangdong, but had recently returned to Hunan for some business. She had planned to get engaged to her boyfriend this mid-autumn festival. According to mainland China's The Paper, a representative from the Kaifu District Public Security Bureau stated that the death has been ruled out as a criminal case, and the initial diagnosis is that the collapse of the building's exterior wall was the cause. Tang Dehu, head of the property management section of the Kaifu District Housing and Urban Rural Development Bureau, stated that after on-site inspections and research, it was initially determined that the object may have fallen near the 45th floor of Building 6. Building 6 has 2 units, but the specific unit is still uncertain due to factors such as wind speed. A cordon was established at the scene on August 2nd, and pedestrians were prohibited from entering. According to reports, the Beichen Delta residential complex was built in July 2007 after Beichen Industry acquired land in Changsha's Shanghai Delta for 9.2 billion yuan. Because it set the national record for land transaction prices that year, it was dubbed the Land King at the time. The building involved, Building 6 of E3 Zone in Beichen Delta Cheng, began construction in February 2013, was completed and inspected in September 2015, and was put into use in December 2015. The project was developed by Changsha Beichen Real Estate Development Company Limited, and the general contractor was China Construction Second Engineering Bureau Company Limited, which was responsible for the exterior wall construction. Netizens expressed their sympathy for the girl in the accident, saying, "What a shame! A young life at such a tender age. Poor child, her life had just begun. What an unexpected disaster. So pitiful. She didn't even have the chance to say goodbye to her loved ones." Other netizens criticized the poor quality of Chinese construction, citing shoddy construction, ineffective oversight, and a lack of maintenance. Some residential communities are so poorly built that exterior walls are falling off just over a decade after units were delivered. They said, both property management and construction companies should be held accountable. I sat and waited for 4 whole hours and not a single order came in. It only drizzled a little this morning, just a few drops of rain, but my goodness, not even a single person walked into the shop. Even if I had sold just a lollipop or a pack of instant noodles, that would have been something. But nope, sales were literally zero. Running a business like this is enough to drive anyone crazy. It's not even the weekend today, just a regular Thursday. So how can business be this dead? I really don't get it. Guys, how much did you manage to sell this morning? As for me, I made nothing at all. I'm completely broke and seriously depressed. A customer told me that this month has been the hardest time in their life. Not just slow sales, but no sales at all. China's economy is going through a prolonged depression, and even the biggest economic center, Shanghai, is no exception. People can't make money anymore. Basic survival has become an issue. Many netizens have posted videos showing how a huge number of stores have closed down in areas like Nanjing Road Pedestrian Street, Hongqiao Station, and Shanghai Railway Station. It's heartbreaking to see. There was an online article titled, "Only after arriving at Hongqiao Station did I realize Shanghai is really out of money." It described how shops along the station corridors are all shut down or under renovation, with dim lighting and none of the past liveliness. Yet the main hall was packed with people and unbearably hot. Hongqiao has tightened its belt to the point of not even running the air conditioning at full capacity. The bleakness of it all really tugs at your heart. Could you give me a meal box? For free, right? Yes, thank you. You only want rice? Yeah, just rice. Thank you. Here's your food. Thank you. Should I buy you a pair of shoes? No need. You don't want the shoes either. If you do this, I won't dare come ask for food from your shop again. It's okay. I'll buy you a pair of shoes. No, really, I don't need it. You really don't? Yes, thank you. Don't mention it. A video online showed a man walking into a fast food restaurant. He saw some leftover rice on the table and began eating it. The shop owner stopped him and said, "If I have it, you can always come here." "Don't eat that. I'll give you a fresh serving, all right? What do you like to eat? I'll make it for you." "I want fish." "You want fish? How about this one?" "Okay. Do you want anything else? Do you have potatoes?" "Here are the potatoes. Sit here and eat, okay? Don't eat other people's leftovers. If there's still food left and you come late, I'll serve you a fresh portion." China's economy continues to decline, and every industry is in a slump. It's already July, time to report sales figures. Ladies, how is everyone's business doing this month? Honestly, I feel like I can't breathe anymore. This morning, just after I opened the store, my husband was already yelling inside, demanding I shut down immediately, saying this shop is just a money pit. From 9 a.m. all the way to 10:30 p.m., I only made 200 yuan in sales. The day before yesterday, I managed 500. Yesterday, absolutely nothing. Not even a single camisole sold. This is a shop I invested hundreds of thousands of yuan into. Since the pandemic, business has just gotten colder and colder each year. Last year, I barely broke even with great effort. This year, I'm seriously in the red. Half of July is already over, and I've only brought in this much. I can't even cover the electricity bill. I definitely won't be able to repay my loan. Business was bad in June, but at least I sold a bit of stock. In July, it's been completely dead. Today, I only made 125 yen. The weather's been scorching hot for days now, and it's been 3 days straight without a single day breaking 600 yuan in sales. If this continues, my loan will certainly be overdue next month. I took out this loan before last Lunar New Year to stock up on winter goods, more than 50,000 yuan in total. It's not a huge sum for some people, but given the current situation, I haven't even managed to earn it back in half a year. Just thinking about this business makes me feel helpless. People might still call me boss out there, but in reality, I'm flat broke. These past 2 days, I've been so worried I can't sleep. The pressure is unbearable. My barbecue shop is about to close down. I just took it over in April. The transfer fee was 50,000 yuan. The rent is 3,200 yuan a month, with 1 month's deposit and 3 months' rent upfront, totaling 62,800 yuan. That's all the savings I scraped together over 6 years by tightening every belt imaginable. For many people, tens of thousands of yen might not seem like a lot, but for a mom who's been at home raising a child for 6 years without a single cent of income, it's been incredibly hard. Blogger A Ding said she used to be a manager earning tens of thousands of yuan a month and never imagined there'd come a day she'd have to ask others for money. That's why, against all advice, she stubbornly opened this barbecue shop, only to end up in failure. Today I received my salary, 4,124 yuan in total. After deductions for social insurance and taking 1.5 days of leave, I'm left with less than 4,200 yuan. I've set aside 2,000 yuan to deposit into my savings account. Of the remaining 2,100 yuan, 1,000 goes toward rent and utilities, and the last 1,000 yuan is for my food expenses. Tonight, I'm rendering pork fat because I've run out of cooking oil at home. Peanut oil is too expensive. A small bottle costs dozens of yuan. Stir-frying vegetables with pork fat still smells great. I'll boil some rice noodles tonight. After work, I bought a bunch of greens for just over 2 yuan. Altogether, tonight's dinner costs less than 3 yuan. I live frugally like this because money is getting harder and harder to earn. Who knows when I might lose my job, so I try to save just in case, so I won't have to borrow money to see a doctor or do something important. Another reason is that I don't want my parents, who are already over 50, to continue doing hard labor. I want to save enough to take them traveling and let them try foods from around the country. My coffee shop is counting down to closure, just 27 days left. I invested 300,000 yuan into it, with 12,000 yuan in rent. Now there are only 3 to 5 customers a day. They once claimed they were going to build the most prosperous commercial center in Nanning, but now it's nothing more than an empty shopping plaza. I didn't open this cafe on a whim. It was a carefully thought-out decision after surveying the commercial districts around Nanning. I didn't choose the location blindly, and I wasn't gambling recklessly. That's why I didn't just sell coffee. I even designed a food menu myself. But the reality has been extremely tough. I've tried many ways to save the cafe, even hiring an agency to help with operations, only to be scammed out of several thousand yuan. I kept making short videos so that people in the neighborhood would know about my little shop. Just yesterday, unexpectedly, 8 or 9 uncles came by, saying they saw my video and knew how hard it is for a young woman to start a business. Those 8 cups of coffee moved me so much that my hands were shaking. Turns out, when you're about to collapse, genuine kindness can fall from the sky. There are 27 days left. I don't know if I'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, but as long as you're still here, I want to try one more time. You're welcome to come for the last cup of coffee in our story. Right now, it's difficult to make money in any industry. What's more worrying is that some people are being driven to extremes just to survive. 2 young women in Wuhan live-streamed themselves selling blood. They said they had no money to eat, so they had to sell blood for cash. Each of them had 5 tubes drawn at Wuhan No. 11 People's Hospital. In recent years, the number of college graduates in China has reached record highs, from 11.58 million in 2023 to 11.87 million in 2024, and an estimated 12.22 million in 2025. That's why many people joke that 2025 will be the most tragic graduation season in history. The documentary Graduation Equals Unemployment, which was once banned online, realistically portrays this exact situation. Ning Shan, a master's graduate from a prestigious 211 university, originally chose civil engineering because China's real estate market was booming at the time. But by the time she graduated in 2022, the property market had already collapsed, and civil engineering had entered a deep freeze. When she opened job hunting apps, she discovered that degrees had seriously depreciated. Even basic roles like registration staff or audit assistants now required a master's degree, but the salary was only 5,000 to 6,000 yuan. She couldn't find a job for a long time. Eating became a problem. In the end, she had to resort to live streaming. She joked to herself, "At least with one day of live streaming, I can earn enough for instant noodles."